Heisman hopeful.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospect Central 101. My name is Chris, and today joining me we have...
Keelan.
And we're going to be watching some Zaven Collins today. He is a linebacker, number 23 apparently, from the University of Tulsa in Oklahoma. So we have two games of his to watch today. Keelan, have you seen anything from him so far?
Nope. I heard he's a pretty decent pass rusher, the linebacker, and according to this YouTube channel, he's a Heisman hopeful.
Yes, so apparently Tulsa is playing literally right now as we record this against Cincinnati in the American Conference Championship. And I guess Greg McElroy had him as like the Heisman contender on the ESPN broadcast.
Interesting.
So yeah, he's up there with like Trask, Mac Jones, Najee Harris, Trevor Lawrence, and someone else I can't remember. So yeah, apparently he's very, 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 very good. So I'm kind of excited to see if we see those things show up on tape that people are hyping him up about. So. Linebacker, so for those of you guys who are Lions fans, definitely someone who the Lions could target. Obviously, we need to completely overhaul the entire linebacker unit. And if we end up going for Thomas Dimitrov, which at this point in time seems like the most likely candidate, he would be the Deion Jones type of player that'd be able to fill that role for us. So, with that being said,
I just said yep.
So with that being said, let's get into this. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties the first time we tried to record this, so... Okay, let's get it started at 0 now, which is good. Oh, okay, kind of froze out on us, so we'll just restart the game. Okay. Okay, nice tackling. I think he had... And so in the two games that we watched, I think he had 2 interceptions and 25 tackles. So a very productive player. Yep. Okay.
Nice. I like his motor. I like him. He's getting straight to the ball carrier.
I was thinking, okay. I should put him on the... Oh, he just sliced right through there somehow. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so probably more of a zone guy than a man cover guy. Nice. Good job taking away the throwing lane. Same thing. Good job taking away the throwing lane.
Gets the pick.
Okay, they're not going to show us a replay. But what I like about this particular play, and the last one before it too, is we're going to see him have... So I talk about this with corners often. But you see him have the eyes in the back of the head theory going here. Because what he's going to end up doing is, like on this play, I'll even show this one again. Watch how he's able to adjust and take away this person over the middle. Right? Like he's not able to throw that there because he just undercut the route.
Yep.
On this play, it does the same thing. This tracks this thing, takes away this throw through here, and then you see him in that lane. So he's doing a really nice job with his own coverage elements of taking away the throwing lanes and forcing difficult tight window throws. Nice big gap, shoot, gets tackle.
Yeah.
Okay, nice clean blitz. Not
Rip.
the greatest angle, unfortunately, but oh well. Okay, nice design to make blitz there. Okay. Nice block shed. Very nice. Definitely has some downhill ability for sure. Okay, nice inside out. Let's see the flexibility to be able to rush the passer if needed. Oh, look at the. Oh my god. Okay, so this is what we talk about when we talk about playmakers at the linebacker position. So the first thing I want to point out here is, actually, I'll see if Keelan, can you guess this?
Sorry, you want me to guess what?
What the first thing that stands out to you on this play is?
Well, they're in the red zone and I mean,
About Collins, not about the situation or the personnel or anything like that. Just about Collins, the player.
I mean, he went through his gap and didn't commit to going where the running back was, but he went through, did his task, and let the running back come to him.
Not exactly what I'm going for. So what I'm looking for here is I want to see first step. I want to see burst, athleticism, explosiveness. And watch how quick he's going to shoot through this. Boom, nice first line shot, and he hits top speed so quickly here. Boom, right here, he's already going full speed ahead. And he's showing off the athleticism, that burst, that explosiveness that I really want to see here. The other thing is he did bring up the ability to shoot gap, which is nice, which points to the mental elements. Obviously, he's able to diagnose that offensive line block. But you also have the third phase of the play as well. So you start out with the three-phase play, right? For those of you guys who are not new to the shingle, you've heard me talk about the three-phase play all the time. First phase of this play for him is that explosiveness, that athleticism, that burst to be able to get through. The second phase is the shed, or the ability to get around or through or avoid, whatever you want to call it, the blocker, which he does here. And the third phase of the play is the finish. So in this particular case, that would be the tackle. And then very easy, very sound, consistent tackler. So he is very much a true three-phase full play player, which you'd like to see. Okay, nice fake blitz. Seems to be doing that quite a bit with him.
The interesting fact about him is he's massive. Like, he would have fit our defense map during the Matt Patricia era. He's 6'4", 260.
Oh my. Okay, so he's like Michael Parsons type.
Yeah, I assume that he might have came out maybe as an edge rusher or something. But anyways, he's super athletic for being that size, so.
Yep. And the other thing I like about him too that we've been able to see so far is they're playing him in all different spots. So
Yeah.
we've seen him rush the B's, we've seen him line up over the A's, if I recall correctly, and we're also seeing him, it's like there's a play where he's over the guard and then backs up, and then we're also going to see him come around the end as a force player. So he's able to do all different types of things in a variety of different roles at that linebacker spot. Nice. Good job getting those hands up, disrupt the passing lane. Nice. Good awareness to take away that throwing lane. I really, really like him in zone coverage so far. Using edge rush and roll. Left side. Okay. Definitely more of a fundamental tackler rather than a hard hitter.
Yeah.
Okay, nice hand usage on the end. Good motor in pursuit. Okay, nice knockback power. Now shoot through. Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful. And as I said pre-play, really quick, you want to see him shoot through here because you know that they're going to be either running like a run play or most likely some sort of play action on goal line or some sort of reoption, RPO. A lot of teams aren't just going to have a standard drop back pass on a gun on inside the one. So what you really want to see him do is exploit the opening that's available and shoot the gap. Did you see the Jawad Bentley play a few weeks ago?
I did not.
It was a couple weeks ago. I forgot what team they were playing against, but the Patriots were in like a goal line stand situation. And Jawad Bentley, who was one of the Patriots linebackers, probably very similar to Collins, to be honest, is just completely shot through the gaps. I think he made 2 stops in a row on 3rd and 4th down inside the one. He was just able to shoot right through the lane. And Collins, able to do pretty close to the same thing here. He gets stripped up a little bit from all the traffic, but able to keep that ball in front of the goal line. Nice. Okay, nice patience in there. Fourth spot. Okay. Nice clean drop. Dang, they got real quick pressure for 3. Holy goodness. He sent 3 and double sacked. Okay, nice gap shooting. He definitely isn't as athletic as some of the higher end linebackers that we've seen come out in recent years. Like you can tell there's a difference between him and a guy like Roquan Smith, Devin White, Devin Bush. He's more similar to Devin White, I would say, than Devin Bush in terms of his pass rushing ability. Bush more so just relied almost exclusively on that ability to shoot, whereas White had a little bit more power behind him and was able to blow up blockers a little bit better than Bush was, whereas Bush kind of relied on beating guys around the end or beating guys to spots. So he's probably a little bit more similar to me to Devin White than Devin Bush. Probably a little bit more downhill ability, I would say, than Roquan, from what I recall. But I don't think he has the man coverage ability of a Bush or Roquan either. Nice PD by number 1 there. Nice containing. I love this because watch how responsible he is for this outside. So you're playing against what is presumably a mobile quarterback at UCF. So So you have to be responsible for watching the escape routes here. You can't let him get through there. You can't let him escape up the middle. And you can't let him run around the end and burn you for a touchdown. Collins does a real nice job of playing this conservatively and then exploiting when he has the angle there. That's really nice patience and contain. Same thing. Just very nice patience here in contain. He doesn't get too caught up inside on the traffic, because he knows that he's going to get a short stop here if this is an inside run. He's patient, and he's able to exploit, and takes a nice clean angle to the quarterback. Good stuff. Again, very nice. I like how he takes this throwing lane. He tries to draw the blocker out to free up the defensive lineman here, which ends up working out for them in terms of the pressure, because you're going to see him draw that blocker away from 94. 94 is able to beat his guy, and then he drops out to take away the throwing lane. And he ends up getting the tackle in pursuit too. Very nice. Okay, nice gap there. Forcing that hold out. Nice. I like the ability to transition that from spider blitz. And nice patience. Nice patience. He's got that element of patience to him, but he's able to make up for any potential hesitance with that closing speed. Nice. Good inside lane run. Stop. Stop. Redirect. Nice! And again, we're getting to see the tackling ability. Watch how he's able to shoot this. And then you're actually going to see him make this play backside. But the reason he's able to do this is because of the tackling ability. So you get to see the opening phase of the play again with the first step in the burst. You get to see the second phase of the play with the recovery speed, the ability to pursue around the end, that pursuit motor. And then you get to see the finish of the play with the tackle. It's very nice all around three-phase play there. Good stuff taking away the zone. Nice. Good zone work. Yeah, he's definitely someone I wouldn't really necessarily trust as much in a man system. He just doesn't have the ability to carry a vertical tight end route. You don't want to put him on Travis Kelce or George Kittle type guy, because they're going to exploit the seam really easily against him, I think. But you can definitely match him up in zone looks, put him in a hooker curl. You should be able to take away the middle of the field or one of those numbers to hashes types of zones potentially as well. Okay, nice. Again, watch the hands. Love to see the activity level here. Getting the hands and disrupting that passing lane. That is fantastic stuff. Draws the lineman out. And then separates. Yeah, see, this is the difference between him and someone like a Devin White who went number 5 in the draft. Is if this is a Devin White, he just blows this guy up and uses that knockback power to drive him down into the quarterback. So he has a little bit more of a bull rush than Collins does. Which is interesting because I think Devin White was quite a bit lighter than Collins. Oh, you gotta catch that. Okay. Nice. He's doing a really nice job with these transitions as well. Transitioning from the running back to the wide receiver as they enter his zone. Yeah, watch how he's going to be able to come off here, right? So he's trailing this receiver here as he comes through on the drag cross slant, whatever route you want to call that. It's kind of hard to tell. But then he's going to be able to jump right off of that and attack this pass catcher out of bounds. So really nice job of transitioning in his zone coverage as well. Nice. So, Keelan, I feel like I've been doing basically all the talking on this one, so I'll let you start with this on your thoughts after one game. Keelan? Okay, apparently we lost Keelan somehow. So I'm going to have to start, I guess. So things that really stood out to me are the ability to play all 3 phases of the play, from start to finish, the full entire duration of the play, completed what was necessary to make a successful play from start to finish. So definitely the ability to play through the entire duration of the play is really nice to see from him. Also, nice first step in acceleration. Maybe not the fastest guy in terms of top end speed. Obviously, size is probably a part of that. You may be able to get him to drop a couple pounds if necessary. Something to look forward to there, perhaps. But definitely has the requisite first step burst acceleration that you need in that short area quickness to be able to close ground, recovery speed, all of that type of thing. Coverage, more of a zone guy to me. Not really necessarily sure how I feel about him. And man coverage just yet. Maybe we'll see more of that in the two-lane game. But overall, definitely liking what I'm seeing so far. So with that said, I don't think Keeling is here anymore, so I think we're just going to hop right into the two-lane game. Okay. So he has another interception in this one, plus a lot of tackles. And he starts out with a miss. It's interesting. Counter. Okay, so he's definitely not an edge rusher. He's definitely a linebacker. Because if this is an edge rusher, obviously you really want to see that counter move, whether that be a spin or a comeback, some sort of side swipe hand. There's some kind of counter to this to get back inside. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that. He has a linebacker, not necessarily edge. Though, on the other hand, he can also do this and blitz through the gap. Nice. Good tackle. And that's, again, probably one of his best areas so far, is that really consistent, outside the very first play of this game, that really consistent tackling ability, and doing a really nice job of being able to bring guys down. And there's patience and spy. Excellent. And yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from him in that spy role. Just staying patient here, waiting. He takes this pass catcher here. He's still in spy. Tons of ground all over here for the quarterback to move. Collins, of course, exploits and makes a very, very solid fundamental tackle here. Great stuff. Nice. I like how, another very good tackle. One thing I like about him so far is that he's doing a really nice job of avoiding these blocks. Doing a really nice job of getting away from the offensive lineman, utilizing that short area quickness that he has. Some of these bigger offensive linemen may not, especially in a group of 5 setting like this. Just able to shed really quickly, and does a really nice job of getting off of that, and of course, that motor in pursuit with that short area quickness, we're able to make that tackle. Excellent gap shooting, of course, as well. Again, all comes from that short area quickness and burst. Really explosive. Downhill ability. Nice tackle again. Nice shot breaking downhill, and again, a very fundamental, consistent tackle. This does a great job of breaking off that deeper route, crashing downhill, and then making a consistent, reliable tackle. Good stuff. Coming that in, nice. And you're really getting to see the motor on this play as well. Buncher is able to go through the entire play. Gets kind of stopped by the running back, so he's able to come back around the line. If that's not a stop, there's a potential that he is able to get in on that play. So, good motor there from Collins. Okay, nice zone drop, good crash. Nice, consistent sound, reliable tackling. Very nice fundamentals. Again, excellent gap shoot. Fills the lane that he needs to. Trust the players around him to fill theirs. Specifically the force player. And he does. That's fantastic defense. Okay, a little bit of a counter move there. Nothing really too spectacular. Didn't really work. Nice. Good shot. Watch him readjust on this. And this is, again, all about that lateral mobility, that agility in space, the fluidity, that quickness to be able to change direction, all those types of things. Watch how quickly he is to be able to get out of this cut. So he's going to be able to crash this downhill toward the right side here. And then he reads this play action. He's already crashing downhill to pursue the quarterback. And then even there, he's able to change direction at the end of this play as well, after getting caught by the pump, and bring down the quarterback. So that change of direction, that lateral mobility, is looking really, really nice for him. Nice tackle. Okay, a very nice shed. Has potential to shag blocks if necessary as well. Don't necessarily want to see him as a block eater, because that would be a waste of his talent. Really want to see him be that playmaker, that guy who sheds blocks, exploits gaps, so on and so forth. But he does have the potential to shed those blocks and get off of them and make that play, which is nice to see. Okay, really nice shed, nice knockback power. Nice, good coverage. Very nice. Shoot quarterback, good stuff. Nice. Start backing off. Again, very nice gap shoot. Trusting his players around him to do their job and make their play. Just fills the role that he needs to there. Trust the force player to handle the opposite side, which he of course does. Coverage at the top, good stuff. Okay, very nice tackle there. Nice, just easy lurk for him here. Does a nice job of not attacking the offensive line, staying patient in that spy. Easy ability to undercut the route. And then you get to see the speed come into play a little bit. Again, not the fastest guy. He's not going to be like a 4.4 type of guy like we saw from Bush and White, but he definitely doesn't look slow. He's probably in the 4.6s would be my guess. Though I will say it is group of 5 competition, so could be like around the 4.7, but my guess would be like somewhere in that 4.6 range in terms of that speed. But more importantly for him, I think, is going to be really nailing that 3-cone and short shuttle, because that short area quickness is really what is allowing him to make some of these plays against this lower level competition. So seeing that explosiveness and that short area burst is really probably the best aspect of this game for me through the 2 games that we were able to watch today. So, with that said, here we go. We're going to take a look at our grades here. I believe he's the first linebacker that we've gotten to watch on camera this year, so I'll briefly go over some of the things that we're going to be looking for this year over the course of the linebackers that we watched. Some of this will change a little bit with scheme into the Lions end up hiring as our coach-GM, but kind of hard to say right now who that's going to be. Alright, so here we go. Role grade for me is going to be a 3-down starter. Someone can play in zone coverage on that 3rd down, and then also has the ability to defend the run and attack, as well as spy on 1st and 2nd. Concerns grade, nothing really of note. I don't know if he's gotten injured or not. That could be something to pay attention to. So I may need to go back and edit that if he did get injured. But no real issues with athleticism. Don't really see any reason he would have any character issues from what I know right now. Don't know of any medical issues. Don't really have any playbook issues. That's more like a quarterback thing than other positions. Could play on special teams. Not really sure that he's going to have to, though. No real issues with mental traits or size. So with that said, we can just move on to 9 here. Pro comparison. So I don't necessarily want to go with like some fantastic over-the-top guy like a Ray Lewis, who he kind of is in a similar mold to, in a sense, but that feels like a very, very bold comparison. So I'm just going to briefly pull up my linebacker names here and see what comes up as interesting. Dante Hightower can work. I think he has a little bit more man coverage than Zaven Collins does. I think I'm going to go with Levante David here. Someone who's able to play in that zone coverage system, but also really solid against the run and the pass. Currently plays for the Buccaneers. Biggest strength for me, from what we were able to identify through those 2 games, for me, was the short area athleticism. While the biggest weakness for him is probably the man coverage, the ability to drop downfield. Not really sure how much I would feel about him in a temp 2 based scheme. Probably can play some in cover 2, but I would probably put him at outside linebacker rather than Mike in a cover 2, so he'd be more like the Darius Leonard role in the Colts style defense, for example, more than the Anthony Walker, Bobby Okereke. Floor and ceiling, I'm going to go with a medium floor, and I kind of like his ceiling. I'll say high ceiling. I think it's pretty fair. Pro Bowl caliber type guy at his best. Bust potential, I see it's possible that he busts a little bit more than Micah, for example, who's the guy that we have up top here at 5%. So I'm going to go with like around 15% or so. I feel like he's a relatively safe pick due to that short area burst, but also more importantly the fundamentals, the tackling consistency, as well as the awareness in zone. The 2 games that we were able to watch today were UCF 20 and Tulane 20. And then into the traits. So run defense for me is going to be very, very high. Definitely feel very good about him as a run defender. So I'm going to go with a 24A 6.9. Coverage a little bit weaker in man coverage than zone. So I think I'm going to go with a 22 here. Which, let me check what that ends up as on the scale. That is a B and 6.7. Pass rushing solid, not perfect, but he definitely has the ability to be able to pass rush relatively well. As we talked about, could use a little bit of work on the moves. Doesn't really necessarily have the biggest bull rush either. But does show the ability to be able to shoot the gaps and things like that. A little bit of potential and upside there to develop in that power rush type of mold. More importantly, he also has the containing elements of that as well. So going against those mobile quarterbacks, those Kylers, those Russell Wilsons, and so on and so forth, has the ability to play those types of guys in that containing role. And then mental traits as well, also very, very solid. I'm going to give him a 24 there. I'll go 23, I guess, which is a minus, and whoops, that should also be an A minus. And then 6.8 for that as well. Whoops. 23 A minus and 6.8. So definitely an average of 6.8, which is going to be an A minus, and then minus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he actually comes out to a 92, which for me is a borderline first round grade this year. A minus and solid 6.8 even. So yeah, definitely favorite things about him for sure are the tackling ability. You really get to see. Oh, and I also have the Winston summary, which is kind of where I'll hang on this again. Just leave this real quick. So elite and consistent tackler. With zone upside, but not a lot of man reps. I'll just leave it there, I think. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two along the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this over the course of the coming days, weeks, and months ahead as we approach the 2021 NFL Draft. But for now, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out.